I'm 5 years old. Robin, Robin, sing me a song. It's gonna make me happy all day long. I'm Jasmine Cormick. I'm 5 years old. Tiny, tiny, firefly with your flashy light. I like the way you fly about and light my path at night. My name is Lily Priscilla. I'm 6 years old. Flutter, little butterfly, flutter in the leaves. Rest, little butterfly, rest beneath the trees. My name is Angela Warner. I'm 6 years old. It's fun to swing way up high, over the green way I fly. My name is Michelle Feiner. I'm 6 years old. I like to swim in the bottom of the pool. It's just fun to splash about. It makes me feel so cool. My name is Willow Noble. I am 6 years old. I looked out my window and what did I see? A little red robin in an oak tree. Good evening. Fourth grade would now like to present their poems that they composed themselves. My name is Jessica Ross, and I wrote a poem called Mystery. Mystery is the color of mist floating around the ground. It sounds like a ghost creeping from its grave, and smells like people's breath asking questions. Mystery looks like smoke coming out of a haunted house. It makes me feel the nothingness of the night. Good evening, my name is Katie Savage, and I will be saying a poem I composed called Love. Love is the color of a pencil marking your height. It sounds like babies crying for parents. It tastes like the caramel and kettle corn. And it smells like grandma's gingerbread. Love looks like everyone during Thanksgiving dinner. It makes me feel I can be who I am. Good evening, my name is Emily Apples, and I wrote a poem about destruction. Destruction is the color of death. It sounds like the tallest buildings falling to the ground. It tastes like food from a shelter. It smells like dead fish after an oil spill. It looks like crumbling houses. It makes me feel sorry for those unfortunate souls.
Good evening, my name is Joey Miracle, and I wrote this poem about my dog, Purdy. I wrote this poem about my dog, Purdy, because she's been with me my whole life, and she's always been there for me. Purdy, loving, sweet, cheerful, playing, eating, sleeping, very fun, always obedient, awesome.
Good evening, my name is Sally Finn, and I wrote a poem about silence. Silence is as clear as still water. It sounds like the emptiness of endless space. It smells like cold air after winter snow. It tastes like ice melting on my tongue. Silence makes me feel thoughtful.
Good evening, my name is Grace Alarda, and I wrote this poem about victory. Victory is the color of the crashing waves on the shore. It sounds like laughter, and tastes like the cheers of soldiers coming back from war. It smells like freedom. Victory looks like children holding hands and makes me feel grateful for everything. My name is Corbin Cormick, and I wrote this poem about death. Death is the color of clattering skulls. It sounds sounds like the hammering of a blacksmith. It tastes like a chalice of blood and smells like the rotting corpse in an abandoned dungeon. And death looks like the Grim Reaper looking for a lost soul and makes me feel scared when I'm alone in the dark.
Hello, my name is Sophia Weston, and I wrote this poem about our class pets. Chinchilla, fuzzy, cute, lovable, running, jumping, playing, fun but fast, hard to catch, nice room.
Hello, my name is Thunder O'Rourke, and I wrote this poem about peace. Peace is the color of unused garments. It sounds like it's playing with the pets, and tastes like homemade sugar cookies. Peace is like agreement, it makes me feel content.
Good evening, my name is Casey Napper, and I will be reciting a poem that I wrote called Death. Death is the color of the night sky. It sounds like the wind blowing through your hair, and it tastes like black licorice. It smells like the smoke from charcoal, and it looks like your shadow. Death makes me feel sad for the people in war.
Good evening, my name is Nicholas Goluga, and I wrote this poem about history. History, I know where people long in those past. Happy, sad, life, death, sacrifice, time.
Good evening, my name is James Savage, and I wrote a poem that I would like you to think about. What if there is no government? Would our world go out of control? What if there are no prisons? Would there be more criminals as there would be for the jail time? What if war came to Americans? Would our government protect us? How would we suffer?
Good evening, my name is Ophelia Kimber, and I will be reciting a poem that I wrote myself called Freedom. Freedom is the color of our American flag. It sounds like people having a conversation, and it tastes like cold blackberry sorbet on a hot 4th of July day. And it looks like people having fun under the sparkling fireworks, and it makes me feel like I'm soaring through the air on fire.
We are the second graders, and we're reciting The Unicorn by Shel Silverstein.
The ark just as the rain started falling.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you all are enjoying your night of poetry night tonight. And the last few poems will be recited by the All Saints Carden Academy middle schoolers. And my name is Bill Miracle, and the poem I will be reciting tonight is called My Parents Had the Flu Today by Jack Pilotsky. My parents had the flu today, they both are sick in bed, and thoughts of things to do today are swimming through my head. My nimble brain is burgeoning with ways to misbehave. I'll give my brother's teddy bear a haircut and a shave. Perhaps I'll make a mud pie in my sister's stupid hat, attach my mother's earrings to the puppy and the cat, hang carrots from the ceiling, stuff bananas into shoes, then set the clocks to different times. It's certain to confuse. I'll switch the salt with sugar, scatter meatballs on the rug, hide spaghetti in a closet, and refrigerate some bugs. I'll paint my father's underwear an iridescent blue. My options are limited. My parents have the flu.
My name is Sean Powell, and I will be reciting The Local Boys by Jack Pilotsky. The local boys were rustlers who rode the western plain, a pack of mangy outlaws who came up to our brains. The ranchers played the Northam, the posse chased the steves. They never rustled cattle, they only rustled leaves.
My name is Ariel Girish, and the poem I'm reciting today is called Why, and the reason why I wrote this is because I want you all to know why I love Hawaii so much. Looking out of the airplane window, saw the sapphire bays and emerald rainforest. Airplane landed, got my bag, and drove to grandparents' condo. So happy, couldn't sleep. Next. I woke up to go to the beach with favorite cousins, next to go to rain, forests, and waterfalls. Hawaii, a magical tropical paradise.
Good evening. My name is AJ Alvarez, and the poem I will be reciting is Stars by Langston Hughes. A sweep of stars over Harlem streets, a little breath of oblivion, that is nice. A city building, a mother's song, a city dreaming, a lullaby. A sweep of stars, reach up your hands, are going, take a star. A little breath of oblivion, that is nice. Just take one star.
My name is Winifred Kimber, and I'll be reciting the poem The Colors Live by Mary Lee. The colors live between black and white, in a land that we know best by sight. But knowing best isn't everything, for colors dance, and colors sing, and colors laugh, and colors cry. Turn off the lights, and colors die. And they make you feel every feeling there is, from the grumpiest grump to the busiest biz. And you, and I know well, each has a taste, and each has a smell, and each has a wonderful story to tell. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Joe Gupta, and I will be reciting I Chased a Dragon Through the Woods by Jack Pilotsky. I chased a dragon through the woods, haranguing him all day. I'll catch you soon, I taunted, you can never get away. There's no escaping me, my friend, I confidently cried. You might as well stop running, there is nowhere you can hide. I think that I'll simply lop your head off with my sword. The dragon stopped and whirled about and ominously roared. You better think again, he boomed and glared into my eyes. In case you hadn't noticed, I'm a dozen times your size. It's evident that I prevail if ever we should fight. I'm quite accomplished with my claws, and furthermore, I bite. I thought about the dragon's words and couldn't disagree. I chased the dragon through the woods, and now he's chasing me. Thank you for attending All Saints Carden Academy Poetry Night.
We hope you enjoyed it. Come back next year. Thank you.